Hello, this is wmpyr. Okay, here to explain something real quick. First of all, imagine Stickman right here. He's holding a weapon, and he's going to strike me this way. Okay, so he's going to hit me in the head. His arm's coming this way. Traditionally, in Filipino martial arts, the way they teach you to defend against that is this. I hit him on the arm, and then I check his arm right afterwards. And then I could boom, boom, you've seen all that other stuff. Okay, so once again, the idea here is it's coming towards me. I hit him on the arm, that's defanged the snake, and then I check his hand just in case, because, whether I strike him on the hand, where I could break some bones possibly, or if I have a bladed weapon and I cut him, either way, he might freak out and flail that arm, and I don't want it to hit me. So then it makes sense to check that hand, right? Check that arm. So if it does come towards me, I can defend against that. And then I could do my counter shot, right? So that's what's traditionally taught. And when I look at that technique, it's really good. It's awesome, okay? It's probably the best. And that's the key word though, that it's the best. And the way that I want you guys to think about it is, imagine Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, right? This move is like the mount position in BJJ. It's a powerful position. If you get the mount, you're probably gonna win, okay? Even if you're unable to finish the guy, you're probably gonna end up dominating the guy. And of course, you could rain down punches, some elbows, or even if they're not that powerful, you could still, keep hitting them. And you're just in a much better spot than the opponent. So the mount position is a very powerful position. It's one of the best positions you can get, right? So this move right here is like that. Now imagine going to a BJJ school, and because the mount is one of the best, imagine a school where that's all they teach. Now, we know that doesn't exist. There is no BJJ school where they only do the mount. It's a system, so they're going to teach you everything. And when you go up against a really tough opponent, you're not going to be able to get them out probably. So in that case, you're going to have to probably use a much lesser position. Like you end up in the guard and you have to be able to fight from there and reverse the guy, and work your way towards the mount. You're going to have to earn the mount, right? Why? Because the guy is tough. And in the fight of your life, that's what's going to happen. So same thing here, the same exact idea here. If they only teach you this, which is great, like I said, it's like the mount. It's the best. It's awesome. But if that's all you got, then what happens when this dude's extra tough? What happens if you're in an extra bad position where you just not feeling good that day or whatever? You're off, okay? So now you're in the fight of your life. And in that case, then the Force2Force Block is more like the guard position. And so when he strikes at me here with the weapon, then boom, I'm going weapon to weapon. And yes, I know it is not desirable. That is not the best thing. It's, like I said, it's like the guard position. But look, check this out. I block weapon to weapon, but then how different is that going to his arm? Blocking instead of the weapon, I'm blocking his arm. I'm using the same technique. It's just I might have to get a little closer. I might have to time it better. I have to be more accurate. So there are things that make it a little harder for sure, but hitting his arm is better. Okay, so he strikes me and boom, I block it on his arm instead of the weapon. That is much better. But then if I'm able to do this, so I'm able to time it to where I'm putting in more force, then that is now defanging the snake because it's going to hurt his arm, okay? If he just hit me and I just block it, it may not hurt his arm. But if I hit his weapon, obviously hitting his arm is better, but then if I step into it like that, even better. What's the difference there? Well, the difference is going to depend on timing, my reaction time. How much time do I have? So if it comes all of a sudden and I don't have time, I just might end up going weapon to weapon, and that's it. And that's not great, but okay. But then maybe I see that it's coming, so I'm able to get more ready, and by the time it comes, boom, I time it on his arm. Now I can defang the snake. So I'm doing the same thing. So in my brain, nothing has changed. It's not, okay, let's do defense, let's go off. No, it's like a BJJ guy who gets guard. He's gonna be working to sweep the guy or attack the guy from there, put the guy on defense, and then if he sweeps the guy, and if the other guy does a good job defending that, then he might end up in half mount. So he's passing the half mount, getting into side, and then get to mount. So he's constantly improving his position. So this is the same thing here. I am constantly trying to go for better stuff. Whether I end up here just weapon to weapon, it just depends on the situation, but I'm hoping for better, okay? So then I hit him on the arm here. Like I said, boom, I step into it. That's better than just weapon to weapon. Even better would be he's coming here and I actually do that. I let go and I whack it, right? That's even more defang the snake. And then if I whack it, then, oh, this hand comes here. Now we're going back to what they teach you traditionally. That's the very first technique where hit the arm and check it. So you can see what I'm trying to tell you guys is that it's a system. We have all the different positions and it's connected. How is it connected? It's connected by a hierarchy. Hierarchy, it means one is better than the next. So you could start with like open guard, go to half guard, guard, half mount, and then you go to side mount, mount, back mount. And that's all in a hierarchy. Back mount being the absolute best, mount being the second best, side mount being third best. It's a hierarchy, okay? So this is the same idea here. You need to prioritize, in other words. And I am aiming for, if I can hit his arm and check, that's much better than going weapon to weapon, right? Or if I need to, I will go weapon in hand. That's even better than just going weapon to weapon, right? So if I go weapon in hand at the same time, that's better. But even better is on his hand and hand, So I don't want to confuse you guys there, but the general idea is if he attacks me and I go weapon to weapon, that is Force2Force Block. That is the bottom. That is the bottom of the hierarchy, but that is your base, and we start from there, and that opens doors because I'm constantly looking for better. I'm automatically, boom, but oh, if I could do that, maybe I could do that to his arm, okay? Maybe I could really hurt his arm next time, time it better, okay? Bam, oh, now I can do this. I can counter strike, So what if I did this, hit the arm and counter strike directly? So that's even better, okay? So we have the hierarchy there, and that is what I want you guys to understand. It is a connected system. So that's it for now. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.